Hey guys, Elite Pro 115 here, back with another toy review. Today I'll be highlighting the transformation, special features, and unloadables of the, I forget the year of it, but it came before Power Rangers RPM, I believe, yeah. And it's the Transforming Jungle Pride Megazord set. It retailed for 40 bucks, I believe, which is very, very good. And you got the Jungle Pride Megazord, which is just it's called the Transforming Jungle Pride Megazord because it's not the deluxe. It's smaller and also it has no battery. Notice there's no pack on there. But it comes with all of these guys right here. All of them, including, where'd she go? The little, this chick. So yeah, comes with all of that, which is awesome. But anyway, hopefully I can get this all done. This was actually, believe it or not, my first review on my PRJF 115 account, and my first review on YouTube. But the funny thing is, I was a really, really little kid then. And the funny thing is, I was sick in that video. I'm still sick. So, you know, it's a flu going around. Anyway, you got the yellow cheetah, you know. Pretty good detail. Doesn't look like the deluxe, of course. Head goes up and down, and legs go like so. I'm about to sneeze. Alright, you got the Jaguar. His head goes up, but not really at the same time. That's it. And same articulation in the legs. You can get them in a running pose, but I don't know why you'd want them by themselves. Then you got the tiger, which apparently does not look like a tiger, but in my opinion, it looks pretty good like a tiger. And you got his arms coming out like so, up, and, you know, his legs are moving and all that. Alright, now, to transform them, take off all of their tails. Take the the cheetah, put her head up all the way, her legs go completely forward, and her back legs go completely back. And the same thing with the Jaguar, pop his head up, front legs go forward, back legs go back. Now, they lean towards which side they're on, so, yeah. Then you take the red tiger, flip him like so, bring his legs down, and then bring him forward like so, and it makes like a little belt. Then you bring his arms forward, rotate the wrists, and then you just drop him down on there, locks in place. You're going to want to lift up his horn that's right here, and his face will appear, and then it will come down, because what I used to do is I used to put the head down, then open it up. It still opens up, but if you notice, his head is kind of hidden compared to when you open it completely. So yeah, there is the finished Jungle Pride Megazord. Hopefully I can zoom in pretty well. And there he is. He is pretty well detailed. Like I said, he has no batteries or anything, so no special feature like that. But they still had it where if you pop his arms like so and hold on to the down part, you can rotate it manually. So you still have that feature, which is pretty cool, and no ratcheting or anything, just goes smoothly. And I like it how they kept that. Then also for articulation, like I showed, arms go like so, and then his arms go like so. His head does go up and down, but that's mostly due to transformation. And if you rotate the paws down, you get a little bit of a kick. So that's pretty cool. And also rotate the knees a little bit before they pop out. I believe so, at least. I haven't played with this toy, so, oh, never mind. They pop out. And they also go backwards. So you can get them in a pretty good pose. Now, the reason why they came out with this is all the little animals that attach to it. Oh, and also the jungle tonfa. You get the tiger's tail and the cheetah's tail, and you put them together like so. And then you take the Jaguar's tail and put it on the other end. And it fits in his hand, and he spins it around, and that's the weapon. That's actually a cool, unique weapon, and I like that. Alright, now, like I said, combining, they came up with 2 different sets, I believe. Not too sure. With, like, the different Zords that you can combine, so you bought them separate. And one of them came with, just like the claw cannon, came with that. It was really like a repaint of this or something, I believe, but it turned into a cannon that attached to his shoulder. Well, I don't have that because I bought this set and it didn't come with that. That was the only one they didn't come with because it was like a special edition kind of thing. But anyway, alright, I'll show you the purple wolf. The way that he attaches to here, is you lift up his head, put his front legs forward, back legs back, and you rotate his tail forward. So then the end result is like so. Now in the show, Lily, she got damaged, so he had to come and save the day. So there you go. That's how it looks. That's pretty cool. It's the Jungle Pride Megazord with wolf power, which is pretty gay. Alright, then you can also take his tail off, open his mouth, like you have to lift it up one more, open his mouth, and he's the only one in this set that can open his mouth. Then there's a little tab on the tail that goes into his mouth, and he kind of just holds on to there, so you can kick the enemy and lift it in his mouth, which is also pretty cool. Then if you rotate the head down, take this off, pop her back on. What you can do is pop off these arms, and they give you this also on the blue and yellow Zord, those circles, and you can put them directly. It's kind of tough. Push it in there, and he becomes an arm. That's also pretty cool. So I like that. Sorry if I'm rushing through. Last time I kind of took a long time. So that's the purple wolf. Next you have the bat. For articulation, it goes like so. The screws show like this, because when it goes on, if you don't want the screws to show, you put it on with these this way. All you do is you take off his little butt or whatever, and you put that aside. Then you put on the back. The bat just locks on like so. Now, what you're gonna want to do is push the horns back, lift up the head. Now, this head can fly right in, and it tabs right in place. Yeah, right. I haven't played with this toy in so long. Tabs right in place, and then you just open this up like so, and there you have a face. And it looks pretty cool, except for you got the tiger up there. He's a little back heavy every now and then, so a little recommendation is you can bring these legs back or something, and it'll help hold him up, and you won't really notice that too much. Notice I say too much. You can have it look like he's holding onto him, because in the show he should have been. All you do is you bring the arms out like so, and then you rotate these forward once, and that's the only way it actually looks like he's holding onto them, because if you have him like this, from the front it might, but then from the side it's definitely not. So yeah. Next, what you're going to want to do, I can pop this off. Oh, and he has little missiles that come out if you push in or whatever, but they never work, so I'm not even going to demonstrate that. Next, the elephant, one of my favorite. You open up his stomach. Oh, and by articulation, he just has 360 legs. Take off his head, take off his tusks, disassembles. Then what you're going to want to do is front part of his body, lift it up until that stripe continues, open this part up, and it just goes directly over one arm, the left arm, and this does the same thing, so line up the lines, open it up, and it goes directly over like so. Leave the head like that, take this, plug it, you plug it in place, and then lift up, and then there's the head. There's a handle, folds down, put it in whichever hand, doesn't matter, and there you got it. That's it. It's Jungle Pride Megazord with Elephant Power. They came up with really shitty names. My favorite is this, so not too much, same articulation, all that, doesn't really do anything different. Nothing, really none of these do anything different. Next, we have the shark, which I hate the most. You just pop off this part, head rotates open, and then fans flip up. This actually folds down for once, I think. Or actually, no, never mind. Jeez, I have not transformed this in such a long time. I do not know what I'm talking about. And you have this big thing for a head. Then you split this part, bring these purple tabs out, and these tabs go right on his arm. But the bad part is they don't lock in place very well. There's one. They have the tendency of coming off, especially when you're trying to transform them on camera. Yay, I got them for once, but otherwise they fall off very easily. It would be very cool if they didn't fall off. So that was him. I know it's becoming a whole mess right here. Alright, next we have the lion, who was the bad guy. I think in the final episodes of the show, they actually use this or something. But anyway, you pop off his head, pop off his tail, which is actually the top part of him, and then you just separate the body. Then this side, that was the front, comes right here. The feet fold forward, and then fold down one. Do the same on the other side. So it goes like so, and goes down. Alright, no, these actually rotate, I think. Am I wrong? I can't remember, you know, so, yeah. Then you take this, and it goes directly on here. It would like to work. There's one, there's two, and it becomes a chest piece. Believe it or not, you use the head, so let's bring that head back down. And then he has this big ass sword that goes in, which is pretty tight, and that's also one of my favorites. It's pretty cool. Does really nothing, like I said, except for I do like that part. Next, you have this, which you just fold down the tail, and it's Camellia, and she becomes a gun that you push this button, fires the missile. Well, that's it. I say buy it.